So we've kind of come to terms that Sam Darnold will be the number 1 overall pick by the Cleveland Browns. And we pretty much believe, whether it's the Giants or whether the Giants trade down, the number 2 overall pick will be a quarterback, and the number 3 overall pick, the Jets are going to pick a quarterback. So with the number 4 overall pick, the Browns have options, man. The Browns have all kinds of options. And I don't know, I might be overselling that a little bit. I believe there are 2 big options, one decision the Browns have to make between 2 options. The Browns can either draft Saquon Barkley with the number 4 overall pick, or the Browns can go defense. They can pick Minkah Fitzpatrick, Bradley Chubb. I like Bradley Chubb, but regardless. Why would the Browns choose a running back? Okay, well, I think there's a good argument that would say the Browns don't need a running back. They had Isaiah Crowell, their leading rusher. He left last year, so maybe the Browns need a running back. But then you look, they have Duke Johnson, who's great out of the backfield, catching the ball. And then they just signed Carlos Hyde, the running back from the 49ers. 2 solid running backs are in Cleveland. Not stars, but contributors, guys who can play a significant amount of time and do well. And you would argue, well, you don't need 3 running backs, do you? Why would the Browns then draft Saquon Barkley? And my philosophy, you're going to like where I'm going with this. I know Browns fans are mad. They're like, they got their pitchforks ready. They're ready to just come after me. How could you say the Browns may not need Saquon Barkley? Hear me out, please. My philosophy has always been draft a quarterback and then build your defense. I think that's the right way and the best way to build a football team. So I would draft defense. With the number 4 overall pick, I'm not drafting Saquon Barkley. I would draft either Minkah Fitzpatrick or Bradley Chubb. I would pick defense. But if I was a betting man, if I had a gun to my head and I had to make a decision, I would say the Browns probably choose Saquon Barkley with the number 4 overall pick. That's not what I would do, but I would support that. I would support the Browns drafting Saquon Barkley with the number 4 overall pick. First of all, I would much rather watch. I'm going to watch every game, every snap the Browns play next year. I would rather watch Saquon Barkley. I'll just be honest. I would rather watch Saquon Barkley than some safety, because I want to watch a home run hitting, not deep threat, but a guy who can gain chunks of yards and just dominate. I would rather watch Saquon Barkley than some safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, or a defensive end. I think it'd be more enjoyable to watch a home run hitting running back. And who has more impact? Is it possible that Saquon Barkley could have more impact than a defensive player? Maybe, maybe not. But I think there's an argument to be had that Saquon Barkley would touch the ball more than a guy like Minkah Fitzpatrick or Bradley Chubb. There's a debate there, right? Regardless of whether it's about philosophy, do you think defense is more important than running back? But there is a debate there. Could Saquon Barkley have more of an impact than a defensive player? Again, my philosophy always is get a quarterback, build your defense. I would take Bradley Chubb or Minkah Fitzpatrick. And people are saying, the Browns don't need a defensive end. You can never have too many great defensive ends. You have Myles Garrett on one side, and then you get Bradley Chubb on the other. That's a terrifying defensive line. The NFL is all about quarterbacks, where you need to either have a great quarterback. So your primary goals in the NFL, have a great quarterback, then have guys who can get after the quarterback. You got to pressure a quarterback, and you got to have a quarterback. So in order to be quarterback, defensive ends, and then linemen protecting quarterbacks. Those are the most important positions in all of football, in my opinion. But I would support the Browns going after Saquon Barkley. It's not what I would do, but man, he'd be fun to watch. I really believe Sam Darnold and Saquon Barkley, oh my goodness, that's fun. Saquon Barkley doesn't have to be a guy carrying the ball 28 times a game, because you have 2 other running backs, Carlos Hyde, and Duke Johnson. You don't need Saquon Barkley every play, but man, you can use him if you want, and he's a great athlete who has big play potential. I would support the Browns drafting Saquon Barkley with the number 4 overall pick. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports on iTunes, on SoundCloud, on Google Play, and on YouTube. And if you really want to help me grow Strong Opinion Sports, share this with your friends. Tell your friends about Strong Opinion Sports on Facebook, on Twitter, maybe on Reddit, on Instagram. I don't care, but help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about this show. Thank you.